about January 1st at midnight is the look on the guy at Walmart's face when it's 12:01 and you're like, I want a fishing license.
Let's go. Do you really shoot the halibut once you get him close to the surface?
We just shoot the halibut every Thursday.
Fellas, get back in that current.
I love it.
I hate
That's
you.
all right.
I hate me too, bud.
It's okay, Ryan.
Like a really fat branch, definitely.
Should we just fast forward to the part where I say, so you got skunked?
I have a question for you. So
You came to the right place, bud.
no, listen.
And we are back, and we are in the current.
This is Reality Outdoor Radio, where our mission is to get you outdoors by connecting you to the people, skills, and products that you can trust.
You can trust them.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, this is Bucky, and who do we got around the table tonight?
I'm Ryan.
This is Dave.
I'm Will.
Alrighty, guys. Before we get going, Ryan, tell us about our sponsor this month.
I'll tell you about this month's sponsor.
Tell me.
This month's episodes are brought to you in part by Protection First Class Outdoors. PFC lubes were designed and developed to protect and lubricate your firearms, your bows, your tree stands, heck, all your outdoor equipment.
What about fishing rods?
Absolutely fishing rods, Stevie. You know it.
No way.
You know it.
Even kniveses?
You can use it on all your knives, Bucky. The ones you made and the ones you bought. Guys, I'm telling you, this stuff was originally designed to use in automotive undercoatings. Now, it don't get more corrosive than that.
I heard that.
That's true.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, buddy.
Does it leave a film or residue?
Absolutely not, Brian. No film, no residue. This stuff isn't going to harm the bluing on your firearms, any other kind of finish you got on any of your other outdoor products. This stuff is the ticket. And what? Now, wait.
I bet it freezes.
It does not freeze, Bucky.
What?
Oh.
But there's one more thing I got to tell you about. This stuff will also act as a cover scent.
You got
How many times you ever taken a well-protected and lubricated piece of equipment in the outdoors? It stinks, boys.
It
Yes,
stinks.
it does.
Not this stuff. They got the earth and the pine cover scent mixed right into the lubricant.
Wow.
They
Come
thought
on.
of
Can't beat it.
everything.
That's right, guys. Make sure you head on over to pfcoutdoors.com. Check out everything they got going on over there. Pick up some of that lube. It's the ticket.
Guys, you know what I love about that PFC Outdoors?
What's that, Bucky?
They have cover scents.
Is right.
It lubes anything.
And it lubes anything. I put some on my
They
crossbow.
got the earth and the pine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like earth.
I'm telling you.
I'm earthy.
Don't use the pine if you're not hunting around pine trees.
Why? Yeah, makes sense.
So does the deer will be like, what?
Excuse me?
Where's that coming from?
Yeah.
You're
Squeeze me?
That's an oak tree.
It's a new pine. You got that new pine scent.
That new pine.
Like the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Like in your car, though.
I need to buy some more of that. And I hate to, like I'm excited.
Well, the cool thing,
What,
you can
the
get
car
a
Christmas?
discount on PFC from entering Quest.
From Quest Huntco. I know.
That's right.
I really do. Like I'm glad they're a sponsor this month, but
That need lube.
I'm going. That needs lube. I'm gonna buy more because this is one of those products that like I need
the wipes.
more in my
You need
life.
more lube.
Yeah, I need it in my life.
The towelettes or wipes, whatever you want to call it, are awesome. They're just convenient. Bam, you can rub down your rifle. You can use it on anything.
This is way off the subject. As some of you know, we do the knife making.
Yes.
At times.
Kniveses.
We did the knives. It's raw steel and it's raw wood and it's so everything's like new, fresh. Over the last couple, weeks, I've been reworking, retooling some of those, spending a little bit more time.
Thanks, bud, by the way.
Over, with some of the knives that we made. And I will literally finish them with that PFC.
It makes a world of difference.
We're working with a carbon steel. So any kind of water, anything touches it, it's going to rust, or some kind of oxidation or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you put that PFC on it, it protect it, and it won't do that. So I'm just really impressed with it, and I need more of it in my life, and because I've really taken to that hobby. Jay from Underhill Forge just totally opened up that door for me.
Right on, yeah.
And has given me that passion. I bought some stuff here. I have a
Things I was thinking about buying. Thank goodness you did now.
a little bit of a grinder, you know.
Yeah, you do.
And a knife sharpener. I got the work sharp stuff. I'm in love with it.
That makes sharpening simple.
It does. And I'm stupid. Guys, I don't know how to
He's not kidding.
I don't know how to say it any other way.
Well, I sharpened some knives with my stones one time.
Yeah.
And you just had
I bought those things right after you
and
did.
you just kind of had a look.
I have
like,
no clue where they are now.
how do I use this? And then even after but the work sharp,
I
it's
bought
just intuitive, and anybody can pick it up and use it.
I bought the stones like DCAD, and I thought, boy, this is fun. And but it wasn't super fun. And then I became aware of the work sharp setup, and I bought the big boy. I bought the Ken Onion edition, and you can dial in the edges and whatever you want. And you have all the belts. They have this chart. It tells you
how many swipes,
and this and that
Nice.
to get what you need. And all my knives are cut in paper, like, you know what I mean? It's
You know what? In some ways, you shouldn't have told us how easy it was.
Well, I did.
I was really impressed with the work that you did to retool.
Yeah, I thought you were putting
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
took him 30
elbow
seconds.
grease.
Couple of knives.
Yeah, a lot of elbow grease into that.
I'll let you in on that secret. It took him like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
No.
drinking a few juice boxes while you're doing it.
Well, I don't appreciate it any less, but
It does put
Now
an
I'm
edge on a
learning the
knife,
truth.
though, man.
Is anyone else drinking natural light?
I will admit
Is
it.
anyone else drinking these natural light natter days?
I'm liking them.
buddy, I can't get enough of them.
They are juice boxes.
They're adult juice boxes.
Yeah.
Do you not see the pyramid of cans I'm building behind me?
Anyway, but so if you're sharpening knives, if you're into, don't have a dull knife. You know what I mean? They have a full
You'll
line.
hurt yourself with
Yeah.
one of those.
Work Sharp has a full line. You don't need to buy the Ken Onion, but it helps. I'm not going to bring the whole podcast down by telling you how sharp my knives are,
Yeah.
but I really do have
Do you have any plans to do anything with those sharp knives anytime soon?
I am counting the minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. I won't be passing on too much.
Is that right?
Archery season comes in this Saturday,
It sure does.
and this will come out way after.
Not way after, but there is a very
Slightly.
good chance
Slightly after. I
that
will.
by the time anyone is hearing this,
Yeah.
we've got deer on the ground.
I don't know. I'm planning on passing up a couple.
Well, we know you are.
Yeah,
You've
no.
done it for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It comes so easy. I have to do so much to get it across the border.
Lovey.
Love it.
He turned into Thurston Howell the Fourth.
It's just troubling to me how these boys could pass on deers that, I have
So
significant footage of deer within bow range
yeah,
sauntering past stands.
It happens.
I'm not sure I've seen a whitetail saunter.
Yeah, well,
It's great
I
footage.
have the footage.
It's great footage.
So
They're
I'm
so
not okay.
close.
in the interest
I
of
can't abide another deer. I will purposefully do my best to harvest a deer because these guys are not.
all right, you know what? I'm just going to throw this out there. I normally pass doe.
Not this year.
I'm not going to pass a mature doe Saturday morning. I can't believe I even just said that out loud, which means now it's a thing.
It's a thing.
I have to
Real,
make
you
it
put it
so.
out there.
I have no reason not to because luckily my plans had changed. My daughter plays ice hockey, and we got the schedule, and it's like every Saturday from now through, I don't know, whatever the end of Pennsylvania season is. It's pretty much taken up with hockey, but my wife said, I'll take her this weekend.
What?
Your son wants to go out for opening day. He wants to hunt the morning.
She sounds like a keeper.
Yeah.
She is for the most part. Yeah.
Thanks,
She does all right. She's the luckiest woman I know. Be honest, she got me.
Good point.
But
Good on you.
yeah,
Stacey.
she did offer to take Addie, and I'm going to take her up on it. So I'm going to be out first thing Saturday morning, and I don't have to rush.
Call me to track.
No, I shouldn't need it.
Hell, whatever, dude. That hurts. I love me some tracking time.
If I don't see it go down, I'll call you.
We'll do whatever you want now.
But then I'll have to come help you track because you're not
you
going to
don't
pass
have
up
to
either.
do anything. I'm just saying I love me some trackings.
But you'll be tracking your own, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we're seeing where they go down right there.
No,
So here's the
tracking
other.
is tracking. If you see them going down, great. But if you don't, whatever. I'm ready for it all. I'm excited
You're
for
so
everything. I'm
excited
so
for it.
jacked up. Stop it.
It is. I am excited. I'm very excited about Saturday.
Sadiq, here's the thing.
Tracking season.
I threw that gauntlet down saying I wasn't going to pass up a
Yeah.
doe should one present herself to me. But we're sitting.
Spill the wine and take that
No,
dough.
listen. We're sitting.
Spill the wine.
Take that dough.
I like that. We're sitting 12 hours outside of a 90-degree day.
Yeah.
We are 36 hours away from the archery opener,
40 degrees.
which is a 40-degree swing.
It's going to be crispy.
It's going to be so cold, almost no wind. I don't know that I've seen an opening day as awesome as this one looks like it's going to be.
Uh-huh.
It was like trout season 2 years ago.
Pretty much planning on winning Quest Hunt Co. Saturday morning.
But
Sounds good. Let's
don't
do
even
it.
get out of bed.
So I don't have to worry about the doe situation.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have Will coming to help me track my big
See,
butt.
You say about the temperature. I've been hunting in 70s, low 80s, and like I was looking at like, what do I need to pack for opening morning?
T-shirts.
Yeah, that's what's been in the
Last
scent,
few years.
The scent lock bag is
His
nothing
thong.
I heard we have some long sleeve shirts coming.
but that might be needed.
Oh, the SPFs is.
Yeah. That'd be a nice base layer.
Yeah.
Dude, we should have got those in black so you could wear them in a ground blind without getting yelled at.
The big boys got them in black, but the small guys got them in grays.
Oh, well, the big boys can hunt in a ground blind without getting yelled at. I like that idea.
Yep. What's with this camo in the ground blood anyway?
Love it.
Love it.
I won't be hunting in a ground blind for a while.
No?
No, I don't have any.
Ground
No, it's just
to
I
blind?
won't need it till rifle season probably. Most of the land. So that'll be. I wish. It's
What's
always
your
kinda nice.
ground to blind ratio?
I only have one ground blind.
It's 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Bless your heart.
We're getting close to math.
Well, funny thing is that Hunter will be in a ground blind opening day.
Wearing all black.
No, he won't be. And part of the reason he won't be is because the spot that we put this blind, we are going to have the windows open on all sides. So it's got the shoot through screens that have the camo image printed on them.
Yeah.
But when you open that on both sides, there's
he
no
shoot
black
fixed
background.
blade?
There is literally, you can see through the blind. So you need the camouflage in that
Right.
scenario.
Does he shoot fixed blades?
Yes, sir.
Is
That's-
it shooting the weight or what?
Right now he is. From where he was at last year to this year, and last year that doe went, what did I say, about 12 steps
Yeah.
that he piled up. So weight wasn't an issue in it, and like I've said this before, it isn't with a well-placed shot. He was shooting 42 pounds last year. He's at 56.
Wow.
This
Well,
year. So,
and
more
also
than
his bow is tuned properly,
That's the
so
other
he
thing.
can use fixed blades.
but yeah, his fixed blade broadheads that he loves
Come on,
now
it's season 4, guys. We know what this story is.
because of what he did to that doe last
Play it
year.
back.
I'm pretty sure he's going to shoot him forever. He's shooting the 4-blade 100-grain slick tricks.
No
And-
way.
Yeah, and he's loving them. And we did double check our broadheads. We've been shooting for a while. In my opinion, I haven't been shooting enough, but he's been shooting way more than me. But put the broadheads on, took them to the targets. Was that 3 nights ago, something like that, just to double check, and sure enough, flying.
Money.
Fixed blades are flying just like the field tips. We're golden. I use I have like a big block target that gets about 12 to 20 shots a year put through it.
Is that one that you should only shoot broadheads at?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that big black one. It's, yeah.
You should only shoot broadheads at that thing. But I take because it is just solid black. There's nothing to aim at. I always take playing cards, and I use an old deck of playing cards, and I'll put 3 or 4 spots up with playing cards, and if you can hit that at 40 yards, your
Good
money.
Go. Makes sense to me.
Yep.
Hey guys, if you ever shoot a broadhead, if you ever shoot an arrow from a crossbow into a
Broadhead only target. Yeah.
All you have to do is jam another arrow in beside it and wiggle the crap out of it.
That's a true statement.
That's how we got it out.
I'm just saying.
Or you could turn the block on its side and stand on it and have your buddies take pictures.
I have those pictures.
Try and do a deadlift like Thor Bjornsson.
I'm pretty sure I'm still sore from pulling something when we did that.
Classic.
I have a hiated something.
Those were the days.
One other thing that we got done this week,
Yeah.
and I'd like to just get a quick update from you boys.
Like
Because we're all in the same place.
Opinion.
I want your opinion, but I also want to know what your recipe is, for lack of a better term. Right? The Deke
Blue
is
cheese.
already, it's delicious. The Deke is already in sort of full swing of archery hunting, right? So he's taking care of this.
Passing.
Archery passing.
It's Passover.
It's a Jewish holiday.
It's archery Passover.
That's my September archery
It's
season.
the Passover
It's
season.
Passover.
So,
Hey, Pick and I are in the same holiday, so
yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Not that so much, but what I'm interested in is your scent elimination regime. Has anybody else other than me been doing laundry?
Yep.
I knew you were going to ask that. No, I didn't.
Oh, that sounds like somebody's procrastinating.
No, it's not that. I bought one of those ozone
You got those Onyx?
home zone things.
Oh.
Home built. DIY?
I did it myself.
Okay.
And I think I talked about it last year, but I don't remember. I'm putting a lot of faith in it. I don't know if...
Okay.
The funny part about it is there's a smell.
Yeah, ozone has this. Like I've worked with instruments that have ozone in it, like the reaction chamber, and it has a scent to it. So whenever
or is that the smell of no smell?
could be.
It's not.
My brain just hurt a little bit.
Any other
thinking about
thing?
that.
Ozone attacks plastic.
That's what it smells.
I don't.
And silicones and stuff.
I get the concept of it, but I don't get the concept of it. Because if you have suspenders that have, if you have a set of bibs that have elastic shoulder straps, okay?
Yeah, right.
So you gotta watch what you put in those ozone boxes.
I never even thought of that.
No, it's true. There's a lot of things, but I'm putting a lot of faith in it, despite the fact that there's a smell. I know that the human odor is gone. I've had some really stinky shirts that I left go for, whatever reason.
For testing purposes.
And it smells like an old gym locker room or something like, you know what I mean?
Sure. You want to put that home zone thing to the test.
It's
put my kids' soccer cleats in there.
Yeah, all that stuff comes, from the Amazons. And I just, put it all together and it's not like this cool little chamber, but it smells for sure. I'm gonna hope it's what I need.
I'm gonna keep tabs on you throughout the season. But what I found is, once again, a week to 2 weeks out from opening day of PA archery season, my basement becomes piles of laundry. I mean piles. If it's any kind of fabric, it's going in the wash.
How does that affect your other podcasts? Do you have to step over it?
Yeah. Yep. They figured out, everybody knows, it's that time of year again. But those piles only sit there and are visible. This is the only time most people see my hunting clothing.
But
Because otherwise, once I get it washed and put through the lawn or through the dryer,
yeah.
it goes into scent safe bags, into scent safe bins, and never sees the light
Are you
of day.
are you not rewashing throughout the season?
Well, yeah, but it's never in a big pile on the basement floor.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else is seeing that because it goes again from those scent safe bags in the bins directly into the washer, and I'll wash through the season.
Okay.
I'll probably get 2 sits, and then it must be washed before I go again. But I have enough suits, for lack of a better term, like
Camo.
matching tops and bottoms, that I'll go probably 3 weeks of the season before I need to do.
Is it you still
laundry.
rocking the AP?
Yeah. I got the real trees.
It's like 7,
It's so good though. I can't knock it.
8 years old now.
Yeah, but the garments themselves are still in good shape. I have plans for my upgrades.
Have you upgraded anything?
No, I haven't needed to. You have no idea the volume
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And as I try to really drive this fact home to my son constantly, if you take care of your things, you can have nice things for a long time.
I get it,
Yeah.
but like you're on an outdoor podcast.
Yes. That's a true statement.
You should upgrade a little bit.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Pass on that old AP stuff.
Well, that's the other thing is Hunter's the same size as me now. He's wearing all of my garments.
Now you got
So he needs new things, which means I'll get the new stuff and give him my old.
There you go.
You're not wrong.
No.
And I've got
checking in on you.
I got plans in place.
It's a process.
So
it's a process.
I'm gonna peel back that fourth wall, as they say, a little bit. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, Will. You ready for this?
Yes.
When I join Quest Hunt Co. on January 1st
Yeah.
of 2020
2020.
to make sure I'm in for the following season, I'm going to start ordering a little bit at a time.
We'll be knocking on their
some
door.
of that stuff.
Come and knock on our door.
And if I
January.
get one piece at a time ordered up
Yeah.
and delivered to the house every couple weeks, my wife won't know about the full
Jeep
upgrades
shipping.
that have been,
Gotcha.
been accomplished.
I got you.
Was that Johnny Cash, one piece at a time?
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's how you're gonna do your camo. I like it.
Yes, sir.
You got plans.
Tis the plan.
Did you upgrade it off of this bow season?
Just a climbing stand. Got the Hawk
Yeah.
Quiet Climber.
Is it quiet?
We'll see Saturday. I've still been.
Never used it.
I've been using. I wanted to use it for first day of Pennsylvania.
Oh, so you've been passing deer on old stand.
Yeah. I've been rocking the Summit Viper when I pass those doe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He didn't want to pass his first year in that new stand until he was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Pretty much sums it up.
Makes sense to me. Not really. But I'm so jacked up.
You're
you
amped.
don't even know. Like this is like we're hours.
36 about.
Yeah.
You're making up stuff. I feel like I'm like 24 hours ahead of you.
So, Bucky,
Yeah, Ryan.
without this fancy home kit that Will ordered, what are you doing in preparation with the clothing? You got anything going on there?
I wash in some dead downwind,
Nice.
and I tend to use the earth scent.
Okay.
After I wash, I have a second rinse option on my washer.
Yeah.
So I even put a second rinse on it. Just to, again,
You do the dryer sheets and all that fun stuff?
no, I don't
Okay.
even put in my dryer because I feel like
Okay.
I have residual, like from the other dryer sheets.
You've been talking with Pick.
No, I can.
No,
I
don't like pick.
No, I do like pick, but
I want to bring up picks after Buckstock.
Okay.
When I take out clothes or when in between loads, I can put my nose down by the dryer and I can still smell dryer sheet in there. And I just,
Yeah, you're not wrong. And that's, Deaky said he wanted to talk about Pick's thing.
Does
And
pick?
I don't. So basically, if you just use the dryer sheet throw it in the dryer, and run it one time without any clothes in it.
Okay,
Just one empty round.
pre-scent, if you will.
Pre-scent eliminate.
Gotcha.
Then I think I'm good. I'm using a scent elimination detergent. The dryer sheet goes in the dryer, obviously. And if I run just an empty cycle on the dryer with just a sheet in there, I feel like it does enough.
Yeah.
But to Deaky's point, he said he wanted to talk about what Pick does.
Yeah, what does he do?
He's doing sort of the same thing where he doesn't use his dryer.
Hold on.
He goes even further than that, though.
He says he hand washes and then hangs outside,
Like an Amish chick.
which I
Exactly
get
like
both.
an Amish
I hang outside to dry.
I get that concept, but you're around your house still has smells. Your dogs are outside, and some other things. So I get the benefit, but I see some holes in that benefit, and I see holes in throwing it in the dryer too. There's no perfect way.
Yeah.
Right. So
But
having
also
said that,
with picks, though, I don't see how he has that much time throughout hunting season to keep doing that. And bless his heart if he does. Good on him. I don't have that much time. I get 2 hours. I wash as much as I can and throw it back in the tub, the scent lock tub that I have, and I put a fresh dryer sheet in that. Now I don't know if that. If I never read the package of the dryer sheets, does it have to be heated to be activated? Whatever, I don't know, but it's a little reassurance.
I do the same thing
for me.
well, after I hang mine out to dry, I'll use the spray odor eliminator, and then I go into bags where I put an earth scent wafer
I will say this:
and get all the air
Those
out of it.
earth
If you're
scent
using the earth
wafers,
scent.
though, are strong. Is that a problem?
I don't think they are over powerful. That's
I
only
can smell them like I've never smelt earth like that.
but that's a concentrated thing.
Very.
And generally, when you're smelling it, is when you're popping a bag open or opening up the top of a
You let it go
bin
for a
that
little
it's
bit.
in, or if you just the little containers that you buy them in, you pop that open, you're smelling it in its concentrated form.
It's potent.
But if you go,
Formidable
what
scent.
I want you to do, and this might lead into something which I think you want to talk about, Will, if you go out into the middle of the woods and you try to make a mock scrape,
Yeah.
not go to an existing scrape
How'd you
and
know I
scrape
wanted
it
to
up.
talk about that?
Well, we mentioned it earlier before we started recording, remember? I know we didn't want to let everybody in on that, but
I do want to talk
sometimes
about
we
that.
do. But not walking up on an existing scrape, but going into the woods where there's a little bit of leaf cover, a little debris on the ground, somewhere that's not not padded, that isn't the right word, but somewhere that there isn't a heavily used trail, just the middle of the woods.
Yes.
Start scraping stuff up
Read
and get
it.
to the point where you're to the dirt
How
and shove that
long-
around. You're
how
going to
lo-
smell the almost exact same smell.
I agree.
It's crazy.
Yes. It just smells more concentrated to me.
Well, yeah, because it's in a little plastic disc.
Do you guys have any experience doing the mock scrapes and things like that?
I've hunted a lot of managed timberlands,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of logging trails. And when I near the tree I want to use on that logging trail, I'll make a mock scrape.
Really? How long
Yes.
have you been doing that?
Pretty much ever since I started hunting Maryland.
How many deers have you been killing in Maryland?
Kill a deer every year in Maryland.
But he passes thousands.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Now, how many of you?
No, but I've never done.
Do they come to that scrape, Deke?
See, the only problem is I'm continually hunting different areas, so that's just like a scent post for me. Like I'll kick up leaves and then squirt. In my theory, that's almost also a cover scent for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've never done it. And then I'm doing a lot of things this year that I don't do, and so that's cool, and I'm glad to hear that you've had some success. Doe and buck, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I've only ever freshened up existing scrapes, but I understand the theory behind
What do you use to freshen it up?
I pee in them.
You pee in them.
Yes, that's what I do currently.
So it's like IPA, basically.
It's a lot like an IPA.
Gotcha.
A 90-minute.
Yep.
Gotcha.
What do you use, Deke?
What any of the to be honest, whatever's on sale.
Really?
Whatever scent, the Tank 69 or the Doe and Heat or whatever. Because when I'm doing it, I'm making a mock one. I'm not freshening up an existing one. I've just used, it's more of a cover scent for that area because I'm using that on my way to the tree stand.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a distractant of, in my mind, it's a different scent zone compared to where I am. So if they smell that, they're going to focus more on that and it'll distract them scent-wise than from where I am.
I can wrap my head around that, dude.
But there's also, similar to the reason that you make these, and we talked about this when Andy Spittle was in studio with us.
Yeah.
Similar to the reason that you make these dirt hole sets for coyotes with the signposts and stuff. It's a visual attractant too.
Yeah.
They see that recently pawed up dirt. They know what that means, so they're gonna.
It's going
head
to
in that
visually
direction.
attract them there, and then maybe the nose
one
is
other
going to take
thing,
over.
when I put whatever lure down, I step in it again, and then I walk to my spot.
Really?
So that lure is slightly on my trail.
Tracy taught me that, but that's when you use one of those foot pads and when you're walking in and how to refresh it halfway to your stand, and that way you're trailing scent in and it's decreasing a little bit like it would natural like.
Well,
it makes
to what Deke's doing though, it's actually perfect because he's going from the scrape, which I'm hoping is like maybe
it's normally within
shooting distance, right?
Or just out. It's visible. There's normally a shooting lane towards it.
Okay.
And it's a max 40 yards.
That could work against you because if he's walking from the scrape to his stand, as he gets further from the scrape, the scent is less potent, which means if a deer bisects that trail, it's going to turn in the direction where the scent's more strong.
Yeah.
So it's going to turn away from him. So, depending upon how far away this is.
Now,
I would say max.
But that's
40,
why
50.
Tracy's saying you got to touch them up.
would you refresh that morning that you're on your way into hunt? You refreshing that scrape then too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a couple things going right now. We got that scrape mate from Code Blue.
Yes.
And I have no clue what it's supposed to do. Or not what it's supposed to do. I never used it, so I don't know if it's effective. But what you do with it is if you find a scrape, you're supposed to dig a little tiny hole, put 3/4 of it in that hole, cover the hole back up, and then the rest of it you kind of pour over the scrape. So that's it time releases.
That's basically what it is. The moisture in the ground will help.
Makes sense.
It'll dissipate that scent and put it out in a more even distribution. If you put it all down today, rains tomorrow, it's gone.
Right. So we scrape mate, and then I have, speaking of the great one, Andrew Spittle, I have him setting up some of our scrape sticks.
Oh. I brought up setting like those dirt hole sets with the visual marker. There's a lot of similarities to that. Right.
We have a couple of these scrape sticks out, and again, got the trail cam pictures coming in now.
So, and the reason for that is 9 times out of 10, if you find a scrape, probably 10 times out of 10, but certainly I'll say 9 times out of 10, a scrape is also going to have a licking branch.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And that's what this
is the whole, the premise behind it is that you can put a licking branch where it normally wouldn't be.
Right. You can make one.
You can make one. And so I've never done any of this, and the cool part is that we are fooling deer into being where you want them, where we want them. That's the cool part for me, and
see, and that's perfect. Like for you guys on private land, like what I'm doing is mostly on public.
Okay.
So like in between me getting there, like if I don't hunt, if I hunt that on Tuesday, don't hunt until Friday, somebody else could be in that area and hunt in a different way, you guys have complete control.
Yes.
You guys, and like you can go in a certain way. So that's excellent. And like, I would think about that more if I was like, my situation's more for me for public land for that night, for that morning with those mock scrapes. But you guys definitely have a route, and you guys are creating a system that you're hoping those deer are going to pattern that system.
Yeah.
Mine's more of an interception type system.
Yeah.
Yours are patterning the deer's movement system, which is excellent. I mean, that's A+ on that. Like,
Very cool. I've never, like I said, it's my first year doing a lot of things, and a lot of things that it just, I feel that they're gonna pay off.
Yeah.
I don't know, obviously, because we're not there.
Do you have plans to put anything else in these? Because now what you've done is you've made an active scrape. So if other deer are going there, you've made an active scrape. You're probably a communal scrape is what you're creating, right? It's a little early for the bucks to be basically putting in their scrapes, which are more of a territorial marking type scrape. These are communal scrapes, right? It's just it's a place where they go, they say, hey, I'm here, and everybody else is supposed to check in. What
I heard is right now a lot of young bucks are scraping up stuff. Like they're just checking stuff out.
They're
like
getting a feel for things.
I have a fresh scrape but it hasn't been freshened in a while.
Yeah.
So we're gonna freshen it for them.
But doe also use scrapes,
really,
right? That's
I
what
have
they
pictures
call
of does
communal
on the
scrape.
Gotcha.
Right? Bucks and does are using it, and it's just it's a way for them to say, I was here. If you come by, stop and pee in it too, so that I know you were here. It's just a little sign-in book. Right. A little log book for the area.
Hey, girl.
Which is cool, but that leads me to another point. I mentioned earlier that I pretty much just pee in the scrape. Because
you're just checking in with the girls.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Even if I'm walking in?
I'm going to say yes, and here's why I'm going to say yes. Because I'm starting to believe this. I've read enough of these studies that are being done, scientific or not.
Really quickly, though.
Yeah.
Before I lose this thought.
Do it.
Where do you pee in the scrape?
Center.
Straight center.
And in one area?
Depends
or
how big the scrape is, I guess.
Are you going to ask him how many times he jiggles at the end, too?
Do you jiggle?
More than twice.
You're playing
with it, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is like, you're not like kind of like spreading it all over. You're not going back and forth. You're just one spot in the middle being done and rolling out.
Because think about it. If a deer's urinating, he's going to urinate pretty much straight down in one spot, right?
Do you pee on your haunches?
Sometimes, but only toward the end of October.
Gotcha.
Now, here's where I'm going with this, though. I've read enough studies, whether they're scientific or they're anecdotal. I don't know for sure. I can't say. But what I'm reading and what I'm understanding is that the enzymes in the urine that a deer could use to identify you as predator versus friend are broken down in about 5 minutes.
Really?
What Code Blue is putting into that stuff that you're putting into your scrape.
Yeah.
And what we had a guest on recently.
It's like a powder form.
Yeah, it's like powder form. And we had a guest that you guys will hear coming up here soon talking about some of the things that he would put in a mock scrape, where he's talking about either tarsal gland or interdigital gland, things like that. There are glands that secrete stuff that is different than the enzymes in urine. Those are the scents that linger, right? So talk about doe and estrus, and I wanted to touch on Deke's point that he made. If you're putting out a Tink 69, I hope you're not putting that out till later in October, right? Like
it's seasonal, in the season dependent.
So those more sexual attractants, those have things in them other than just straight urine, also not breaking down as quickly. So if you just go in and you buy a bottle of doe urine, my opinion, probably not popular, certainly not with some of the scent companies, it's a waste of money. It's when you get into sexual attractants or the other gland secretions that you're getting what you pay for.
Gotcha.
They sell interdigital gland secretion stuff you can get, and stuff it's designed specifically for scrapes. But where I want to go with this is because you're talking about these scrape sticks. Tom Miranda, I forget who he used to work for or work with, but there's a scent company. I don't think it was Code Blue. Not sure who it was, but Tom Miranda used to have a product that was called Orbital Gland. When you see the scrape stick, when you see those licking branches, the things like that, when you picture a buck peeing on his haunches, lip curling, and just sniffing the air,
full on rut.
Anytime you see him rubbing those branches with his antlers, that licking branch,
orbital gland,
he's rubbing it right around his face. That orbital gland that's right there at the corner of the eye, that's what he's putting in.
Really?
That's what's going on that licking branch, and that's what's going to drive another buck that comes into that scrape crazy. You put that orbital gland stuff on those scrape sticks, mid-October,
it's on.
Money, in my opinion.
Andy, I hope you're listening.
What are we using Saturday?
Saturday?
Yeah, what are we using first day out?
Food source and travel routes.
No.
I'm not putting anything out. I'm not making a sound.
No sense, nothing.
It's too early for that.
Yeah, I haven't scraped it all yet.
You know, it sounds like we are all excited, boys.
I think I'm just going to go fishing again Saturday.
You probably should.
Yeah, you and Stevie.
Why don't you just throw something without a hook?
Biting this past Saturday.
Just knock an arrow and just not do anything.
No, what I think he should do is he should just tie a worm to the end of the fishing line and not put a hook there.
I'll just pass.
Just pass on a couple of perch.
Nice pass. That's a nice perch.
I won't even set the hook.
I'm going to take pictures. Look how far down they are. And I'm on a mountain lake.
I'm excited for fresh meat sticks. So
I love the meat sticks, and we got the Traeger 8.
And Traeger's going now this year. And I'm looking for
fresh hind quarter,
850 Timberline.
Yeah,
I want to try to
with a fresh hind quarter in it.
You don't even know, dude.
I want to butcher the deer in a different, like with different cuts in mind, like a tomahawk.
I learned a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, I want to try that out. I want to learn from you what you learned
from the field of plate.
Yeah,
Jeremiah Dowdy guy.
Wow, Deaky.
I want to help. I want some T-bones.
Bucky wants to butcher his deer with a tomahawk. I'm going to just use a knife.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
No, well, a bone saw.
No,
and a bone saw.
I meant butcher like the
with
tomahawk.
If I get crazy, I'll get the sawzall out too. If I'm really,
there's a lot of waste there though. A lot of hamburger creation.
What do you mean? You run it down to backbone. You don't touch any meat.
Oh, can we do
That's how you split it?
Like
T-bones and tomahawk chops.
Well, you got.
We can do some stuff, dude. It's gonna be creative.
Some like crown roast.
Yeah, man. All you gotta do is follow those lines that God created. He showed you where the cuts of meat are.
All you really have to do is not do what Pick and Deke did.
Yeah,
and shoot a deer.
First.
That's step one.
That's step one.
First step is pass a couple does.
I don't want to take it across
about
the
a month.
border. Pick doesn't have to take it across the field, let alone a border.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
He barely has to lift it.
Oh, he doesn't. He's waiting for that walk-in cooler.
Yeah.
You know,
Lovey.
you can skin a buck and throw it in a cooler with ice on it. It will take you through the next 24 hours. Just keep adding some ice.
Bless his heart. Anyway, guys, I'm
looking forward to that.
I'm so excited. This is killing me. You guys have been hunting for 3 weeks, and I am.
We're about to be unleashed.
I don't mean to correct you, Will. They've been passing for 3 weeks.
Passing for 3 weeks. I have footage.
Yep.
I'm proud of your footage, but it's miserable.
You guys are like Tom Brady.
You guys. Like
I might just have to shoot one Saturday now. Jeez.
Oh, don't go and prove us anything.
Yeah.
Deke, I'm just going to let you in on a little secret.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to get you to do.
I know.
It's what they call a win-win. Either they get to keep doing this next week, or they get to help you track a deer.
Yeah. I love tracking deer. It is the hardest thing that I think a man can do. Honestly,
Try doing it colorblind.
Find red on leaves? What do you mean?
no,
It's pretty hard.
No, honestly,
For
I think
colorblind, man, yeah.
to do, like, if you're concerned in your life about doing manly things, tracking the deer, caring about the animal, caring about everything, caring about the process, caring about your best friend, caring about the whole thing, tracking a deer is the absolute toughest thing you can do as a man. And I know I'm not saying
It's an emotional roller coaster
rearing
for sure.
It's
children
fun,
and
though.
all that
It's-
thing. I get that. That's not the
Especially
same.
when you don't have blood and you got to figure out for 20 yards of which way it went.
But the roller coaster you go on emotionally, and I've been on it, and it wasn't even my deer
Yeah.
doing it. I mean, I can only imagine.
Your deer was the hardest thing I've ever tracked.
Oh
dude.
my gosh, she curled up tight up.
She curled up tight on what? I don't remember. It was hard. That thing was hard, and I don't need to rehash it, but the fact that we ended up successful was the best thing in my hunting career. I was never more proud that we had the stick-to-itiveness to find it, and
You were relieved it was over.
I was relieved.
Oh yeah,
and you had a moment, and you made it real for me when you got to the end point, dude. Bucky, thanks for treating it like a real thing, like a real moment, because that was if you would have just brushed it off like it was nothing, I probably would have punched you in the face or kicked you in the whatever things you had downstairs.
there was a lot there.
You made it real by
Because
being
it
a man
was.
about it.
It was real, and it had to be real because there was nothing easy about that hunt for me
From the
get-go. I'm afraid of heights. It's the first time I'm shooting a compound bow. I probably didn't practice and do it justice.
Probably.
I didn't. I'll be honest. Let me be honest now. Call me out.
I'm just checking.
So I'll be even more, let's strip it all the way down to the wire. And yes, I should not have used I should have used a crossbow instead of a compound bow if I was going to hunt.
If you were more comfortable with that, you have to practice the same way.
But
That's true.
that's the first part. Getting me up off the ground more than 3 foot is an accomplishment, and then to do it in a lock on. That was not fun for me.
They can be tough.
The tree wasn't the biggest of trees, and it was a windy day. And then she came up downwind. I mean, I was completely in her wind. I mean, there's no reason why. And she had to travel a while. We had to stay still. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
And for me to stay still like that, exposed, come on. I mean, everything was against me that day. I didn't have the best of shots, obviously. I mean, we had to track.
That's how you do it. But the bottom
That's
line,
the biggest thing is learning, because now you're going into this year with confidence that you got one. You're going to be confident that you can get in a tree and pull it off.
Also, I learned I did everything not to do. So now that I've learned what not to do,
you have something to build on.
I want to do this a lot smarter next time.
I'm excited for this. Like I said, I love tracking deer. It's such a challenge. It's such a hard thing to do as a man. I think it's one of the hardest things to do, as I said. And I love being there when we find it, whether or not we divulge that we know that the deer is there, or we
I remember that part.
or not. I love being there. I love being there when it gets found and you see that white belly, or you finally see whatever.
Yeah.
That is the coolest thing that you can do as a dude. I really do think it's in the top 10 things of all my life, is finding something that you purposely, want to put in your freezer. I love it. Mwah.
I like that you love it. I love that you love it.
I love it.
Bucky, what are you going to overcome this Saturday? Are you going to go up in a tree?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get in a ladder stand.
Nice.
Deke. But the thing I have to overcome, and I'm looking forward to it, is sun up to sundown. That's kind of what
unfortunately, that's our lot.
Yep.
Right now is that we have trail cam pictures anytime. Then there's no pattern to these deer. It's not a morning spot. It's not an evening spot. Sure, we can get in the evening. Sure, we can get in the morning.
But they may not be there.
But we have no clue when they're going to be.
So you guys are planning on a full day sit?
Full day.
Good on you. I'm not.
Packing food in?
We're going to pack food.
I
hope I don't have to poo.
I have a jug, and it's more than just 32 ounces that I'm going to...
Just pee it down your tree.
Freshen scrapes.
So, I will say this. A full day sit is rough.
It is rough.
Especially if it's your first sit of the season.
Yeah.
Your leg's going to hurt. Your back's going to hurt. Everything's going to hurt. And by...
We got the good stands. We got the good stands to help us.
Yep.
I mean,
that is a true statement. But the other thing is, it gets dark around 7:15, something like that.
It's a long day.
Probably about 3:00 in the afternoon, your eyes are going to start getting funny on you. They're going to start playing tricks. I'm just saying, stay focused. It's hard to stay sharp.
Yeah, I can't do a full day sit till.
What would you do?
I'm not going to deny. I might take a little cat nap.
I don't do it till
I'll be in the double wide.
Really?
So it's not. I'm not
if you can manage it, it's the way to do it. Absolutely, hands down. Especially given your situation. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. She's rough. Make sure you're strapped in good because you're probably going to fall asleep at some point. Take a little siesta.
Yeah, I hope to.
Plenty of snacks and water.
Yep.
Your best bet's to give it about 15 minutes after legal shooting light. Try to take your first nap because that's when they'll show up. So while you're napping.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Hey guys,
Bucky.
Before we all go away for nap,
holy buckets! Look what time it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Look what you did, Bucky.
You like how cool
Will's so excited about tracking these deers is that we lost track of time, didn't we? It's already over.
I didn't even get to tell you all about my adventures this week.
But me either.
Yeah, you passed on a few deer too.
Yeah, but I had that smoker rolling.
Oh, you did, DK.
Some ribs.
Made ribs, dude.
Yep.
I saw that
They
on
look
the
good,
Instas.
Yep.
I should have brought some tonight.
I dialed in the
they're gone.
Thanks to Ryan, I dialed in the crossbow. Made a trip to the mountain.
Did that work?
Oh, it's
nailed it.
Spot on.
Buck,
20, 30, 40.
Do you have a buck in mind? Do you have are you guys hunting any deer?
I do not have a hit list buck. I have 2 different legal buck that I've seen in either of the spots that I could be at Saturday.
Yeah.
And heaven help you, Deke, because you're going to be carrying this team, because any legal buck comes by me, I'm going to have to let one fly.
Seriously.
Will needs a blood trail to follow.
I need it.
Go for it.
Our overall score is probably going to, take the brunt of it, but I'm going to get Will a blood trail to follow one way or another.
I appreciate that,
Do
buddy. What do you
But
have,
as good as
Cora?
you shoot, though,
I was going to be
that long of a blood trail.
It's very true.
I was just going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, guys. I think if it's brown, it's down. Long as if it has, a hood ornament on it, long as that's legal.
Yeah.
It's a down deer. I'm with Ryan. I appreciate your honesty too. I mean, Pick's going to have to carry me too. I'd like to get one of those that we've seen that look big and wide, and they're 7 points and might score be
better. Yeah.
Yeah. I would hope so.
I got 2,
but if Scar comes by, I want to put him down just to say I got him out from
Bless
under
your
you.
heart. Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, I would love to have Scar. I mean, we have history with this deer, but there's a 5-point full velvet still out.
Oh yeah,
He's still holding velvet.
Still holding velvet.
Huh.
I haven't seen him lately, but I'm pretty sure.
You know what? Those mass measurements actually they get a little bit of help from the velvet. So
This
maybe he'll
dude
score
is
better.
not going to help.
He'll score awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, right. This guy is scrawny, but he's holding velvet and a PA buck with velvet.
Oh yeah, full buck.
How cool would that
Come
be?
on.
Yo, get it.
I'm all. That might go on the
Full
wall.
velvet and PA is pretty awesome.
That is cool, and so I got 2 deer that I would love to have, but it is what it is. If I'm lucky enough, but guys, come on, let's put some deer down. Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Let's get some. Guys, I think we did this current some justice.
You ain't
I
kidding,
believe you are right.
Stevie,
Nurse Chuckwagon.
thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for being here. And Stevie, can you tell us who our sponsor is?
This month is also brought to you in part by Miser Creative LLC. Rutten River Pursuits podcast is a production of Miser Creative LLC, and if you're interested in starting your own podcast, or if you need help creating video content for social media, look us up. Give Will an email at will@ruttenriverpursuits.com for more information or pricing options.
Love me that Miser Creative LLC.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm. They're doing some great things.
You know it, buddy.
Hey, DK,
Yeah, bud.
how can people find us?
You can find us by searching all social media outlets for Rut and River Pursuit. That is the Instagram, the Facebook, and the Twitter. Check us out on YouTube by searching Rut and River Pursuit Podcast. Make sure you check us out on Monday and Thursday on your podcast app of choice, like iHeartRadio, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Make
Love
sure you
that.
check us out on the
Spotify.
World Wide Web by going to rutandriverpursuit.com.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you, Bucky.
Buck, this has been nice. I'm excited. If you can't tell,
Well, we can
can't
tell,
hide it.
bud.
stop it.
Go get them, boys.
I'm so jacked up. I love you guys. I can't wait. Good luck. Send us some pics.
It's on.
Shoot straight.
Work Sharp has a full line. You don't need to buy the canned onion, but it helps, But like they all have.
Get the David Carrot model.
I feel like maybe you should start hanging out with Jim.
Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
You said Ken Onion. And I said
it was a Jim
David-
joke. I knew exactly what
David
it was.
Carrot.
I missed
I
it.
gave it the response it
David
deserved.
Sorry, I
I
won't do
was
that
looking.
again.
One other thing that we got done this week,
Yeah.
and I'd like to just get a quick update from you boys.
Like
Because we're all in the same
my
place.
opinion.
I want your opinion, but I also want to know what your recipe is, for lack of a better term. Right? The Deke
Blue
is
cheese.
already, it's delicious. The Deke is already in sort of full swing of archery hunting, right? So
I'm
he's
tired of
taking
hearing
care of this.
Passing it.
Passing.
Archery passing.
It's Passover.
It's a Jewish holiday.
It's archery
is-
Passover.
That's my September archery
It's
season.
the Passover
It's
season.
Passover.
So,
Hey, Pick and I are in the same holiday, so
yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah, you guys are great.
I don't know. I'm planning on passing up a couple.
Well, we know you are.
Yeah,
You've done it for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It comes so easy. I have to do so much to get it across the border.
Love it.
Love it.
He turned into Thurston Howell the Fourth.
It's just troubling to me.
blade broadheads that he will use probably forever now are the
Whatever you give him.
shut it, Sassy.
I'm just trying to be a Bond villain.